Oh my God! Oh my God! You are so fucking funny! You are so... God damn you for being so funny!
Well, hello there, and thank you for joining me for a very special Wario Land 4 abilities ranking list. When Jordan first suggested this game to me, he gave me a list of reasons why I should try it out, and one of them was that there were transformations in this game. So I went in expecting something like Kirby, because he knows I like Kirby, and he knows I like Kirby abilities. And I will give them to him. They're a little similar, but not quite the same. The main differences between the Wario transformations and the Kirby abilities is mostly the fact that they're not permanent, right? The Wario transformations go away in one way or another. You either time out or you hit the ceiling or whatever. But at the end of the day, you can't really hold on to a Wario ability, can you? If you're good at Kirby, you can hold on to those abilities. Not me, but, someone who's good at the game.
Sounds pretty fake.
But there is another element about Wario transformations that I think is different from Kirby abilities, and that's just like there's an inherent silliness to them. Kirby is a lighthearted game, it's very cute, and it can be very silly, right? But when Kirby does a transformation into a new ability, he looks serious, right? When he gets a flying ability, he has this little serious face on. But when Wario gets a flying ability, he looks like he needs to go to the hospital. There is just something very, very silly about Wario transformations. And so with that in mind, I thought it would be a really good idea to rank all of them based on how funny they are to me. And I mean, that's really it. That's the only criterion. If it makes me laugh, it'll be higher up on this list. If it doesn't make me laugh, it'll be lower on this list.
It has a nice simple logic to it.
And I would just like to note that I'll be considering both like how the controls work and feel, as well as how they look to me, because it's all impacts how I laugh at it, right? An ability that annoys me is more likely to not make me laugh, typically speaking. This is obviously an insanely objective list. It's just personal opinion all the way. So if you disagree with the location of anything on this list, just let me know in the comments and I will read it and, reflect on it or whatever. I'll think about it.
That sounds like a lie.
And with all that in mind, let's get started by ranking the Wario transformations, starting with the least funny, right? So we're going from least to most funny. Starting with number 10 on our list, we've got Fat Wario. I think Fat Wario would probably be a lot funnier to me if I had played this game as a child, but I was more easily amused back then. As of right now, he just kind of feels mean-spirited, especially if you look at the official artwork. That's not a flattering portrait of him. It's very clear that they were trying to make him funny, and it just comes off as very Fat Monica to me. I do admit the way his cheeks jiggle is amusing, and I mean his face cheeks. Oh, what's wrong with you? But even the jiggle of those face cheeks. But even the jiggle of those face cheeks isn't enough to move it up higher on this list. It's just really hard to see this as anything but kind of mean to me. I don't know. It feels kind of mean. And on top of that, it's really easy to accidentally eat the apple that the little dude throws at you and transform into Fat Wario, and that really got on my nerves after a while. I can think of a few specific instances in the game where becoming Fat Wario actively hindered what I was trying to do. There was one actually in the very first level, not the Hall of Hieroglyphs, the one after that. I don't remember. It was green. The green level. It was the first one in the green passage, I should say. And during the hurry up part of the level where you have to run back to the beginning to get back to the warp tunnel or whatever, they have this little section where the throwing apple man comes to throw apples at you while you're trying to run by him, and if he gets you, then you just become Fat Wario and you have to become very slow. It's annoying.
Super inconvenient.
And combining those reasons all together, it becomes clear why I put this where I did on my list. Now, number 9 on our list has a lot in common with Fat Wario in that the controls annoy me. I'm talking, of course, about Flaming Wario. Every time I see Flaming Wario, I get just like a little bit pissed off. The dude is near impossible to control once he's on fire. It's like, chill out, you're just a little bit on fire, you're fine.
Don't be so dramatic.
And his appearance while he is on fire, it's just not as funny as it could be. I've seen others on fire in other forms of media that have been funnier to me. I think there's a possibility that if I enjoyed playing as Flaming Wario more, I might actually think he was funnier, but the fact that he annoys me so much and the fact that he's so hard for me to control, he just runs, it just annoys me instead of makes me smile. So that's why he's number 9.
Fair enough.
And coming in at number 8 is the exact opposite of Flaming Wario, it's Frozen Wario. Despite them being exact opposites, Frozen Wario and Flaming Wario actually have a few things in common, mostly the fact that they're completely uncontrollable, right? In fact, Frozen Wario is even more uncontrollable than Flaming Wario, so he's pretty annoying, right? He's number 8 on this list for a reason, but he's number 8 instead of number 9 on this list for a reason as well. And that's because Frozen Wario, his position as Frozen Wario kind of makes me chuckle. Something about his frozen pose just vaguely amuses me. I don't know why.
This guy's pretty funny.
And that vague amusement is just entertaining enough that it beats out Flaming Wario. But really, just like very barely. These two are almost on the same level, but I don't want to do a tie. There's only 10 things on this list, so we're not doing ties. Now on to another transformation that is pretty annoying to control, which is the Bubble Wario. It's true, you can control him a little bit, which is why I don't find him as annoying, but I will say that most of what gets me mad is the fact that whenever I tried to get past the bubble section, I couldn't. And that one's really on me. No excuse. Stop getting bubbled! I'm wasting so much time. But really what cements his spot on the list here is that even though it's a little annoying to control, it's also a little bit funny. His pose inside that bubble is really amusing to me. He looks like he does not want to be in there at all, and that's funny.
Help! I'm in a nutshell! How did I get into this nutshell?
Now we move on to a transformation that is the closest Wario will ever get to being Batman. Of course, I am talking about Bat Wario. Bat Wario is a funny little guy. He's got a range of colors like a parrot, and that makes me smile because I like parrots. I like parrots. I will admit that the mechanics of Bat Wario are probably more annoying than the mechanics of Bubble Wario, but the resemblance to Flappy Bird actually makes me chortle a little bit. So it's annoying, but it's also amusing to me because of my age. Now we're getting into the parts of the list where I'm getting more and more amused by them than I am annoyed by the controls. And we're gonna start this bottom half of the list off strong with Rainbow Zombie Wario. Look at him. He's a hero to us all, I think. It's admitted he does kind of irritate me because he falls through the floor a lot, but again, a lot of that's my fault, not his.
But it was not your fault, but mine.
Mostly, I just think he's entertaining. He does the thriller pose every time he falls or jumps, and that's very funny to me. They did not have to program him to do that, but they did it because they knew it's funny. They knew what they were doing, and I appreciate that. Next up, we have Snowman Wario, who is just a round little man. He's just so round, and that's so funny to me. His little arms sticking out of that snowball it's just great. It's so funny. His teeny tiny little arms like, help me, I can't move my arms. He's just a round snowball man. It's great. I love it. And we're down to our top 3, the funniest Wario transformations to me. In number 3, we have Bouncy Wario. He turns into a spring. If you can't have fun with that, you're crazy. Plus, he looks a little bit squished, and that just really adds to the comedy factor of it all. And on top of that, he comes with these goofy-ass sound effects, these cartoon sound effects, because of course he does. He's Bouncy Wario. I love it. It's a solid number 3 choice. And don't let the official art fool you. He does not look that heroic when he becomes Bouncy Wario.
He wishes.
And now, number 2, the second funniest Wario transformation to me, we have Puffy Wario. Puffy Wario is so funny to me. This poor man is clearly allergic to bee stings, but he uses that to his advantage to float in the air. Amazing. 10 out of 10 logic, no notes. Also, there's this like little gasp for air that he does when you hit B. Oh my god, it's so funny. This man is fighting for his life here. All for the sake of his treasure. What could be funnier than that? Well, to answer my own question, what's funnier than that is the transformation in the number 1 slot. Of course, I am talking about Flat Wario. Not Fat Wario. He started off this list at number 10. No, I'm talking about Flat Wario, as in Flat Stanley.
Remember him?
That's right, I really truly believe that Flat Wario is the funniest transformation in the game. I know that he's impossible to control, so you'd think he'd be higher on this list, right? You'd think I'd be annoyed with him. But something about the way he just like Forrest Gump feathers around is just really funny to me. And I mean, just look at this guy. Look at him. The dude is so funny looking. He's hilarious. He's clearly not having a good time here. But you know what? I am. And that's all that matters.
Hilarious.
And you know what, guys? That is it. All of the Wario transformations. Ranked from least to most funny, according to me. The arbiter of all that is funny. I am actually pretty happy with the order of this list, but if you're not, tell me why in the comments. You know, I get it. This list is wildly subjective. There's just, you know, this is totally personal. And different people are going to find different things funny, but you know, I would love to hear why you find different things funny. Let me know. And don't forget to join me in another adventure soon. And until then, if you made it this far, thank you so much for joining me today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you hated this video, hit that dislike button. And either way, hit subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Now, Flat Wario, take me away.